Today we're exploring one of the most influential personal finance books ever written, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Imagine two people. One earns 50,000 a year but becomes financially free before the age of 50. The other earns over 500,000 a year but is drowning in debt, stress, and financial anxiety. How is that possible? The answer lies in one powerful truth. Money isn't just about math. It's about behavior. The biggest financial decisions are rarely made with calculators. They're made with emotions, habits, fears, ego, patience, and discipline. In the next few minutes, you'll discover timeless lessons that can completely change the way you think about money, wealth, success, and happiness. Stay until the end because the final lesson might be the most valuable investment advice you'll ever hear. Lesson 1. Money is more about behavior than intelligence. Most people think becoming wealthy requires a high IQ. But history tells a different story. Many brilliant people have gone bankrupt. Many ordinary people have quietly become millionaires. Why? Because financial success depends less on what you know and more on how consistently you make wise decisions. Knowing what to do is important. Actually doing it consistently is what creates wealth. Discipline beats intelligence. Patience beats prediction. Good habits beat perfect knowledge. Lesson 2. Everyone has different experiences. Imagine someone who grew up during a recession. Another grew up during an economic boom. Who will invest more confidently? Their financial beliefs are shaped by their experiences. No one sees money objectively. Everyone sees it through the lens of their own life. That's why people disagree about investing, saving, and spending. They're not necessarily wrong. They're simply looking through different windows. Understanding this helps us become less judgmental and more thoughtful. Lesson 3. Luck and risk play bigger roles than we think. Success isn't always earned. Failure isn't always deserved. Luck matters. Risk matters. Morgan Housel reminds us that life is unpredictable. Two people can make identical decisions and still get different outcomes. That doesn't mean effort doesn't matter. It means humility matters. Never assume successful people know everything. Never assume struggling people did everything wrong. Recognize the role of uncertainty. Lesson 4. Enough is a superpower. One of the biggest financial mistakes is never knowing when enough is enough. Many wealthy people lose everything because they keep chasing more. More money, more status, more luxury, more risk. The world constantly tells us to compare ourselves with others. But comparison has no finish line. Someone will always have a bigger house, a faster car, a larger bank account. True wealth begins the moment you stop trying to impress everyone else. Knowing when you have enough protects your happiness. Lesson 5. Wealth is what you don't see. People admire expensive cars, luxury watches, designer clothes, huge houses. But those aren't necessarily signs of wealth. Often, they're signs of spending. Real wealth is invisible. It's the money you saved, the investments quietly growing, the emergency fund, the assets producing income. Financial freedom doesn't need to announce itself. The richest people often look surprisingly ordinary. Lesson 6. Saving matters more than income. Many people believe, I'll save once I earn more. But higher income doesn't automatically create higher savings. Lifestyle inflation quietly consumes raises. Instead of increasing savings, people upgrade their lifestyle. A bigger house, a newer phone, a luxury vacation. The habit of saving matters more than the amount. Even small savings, invested consistently, create extraordinary results over time. Lesson 7. Freedom is the greatest luxury. Why do people want money? To buy things? Not really. What people truly want is freedom. Freedom to choose. freedom to spend time with family, freedom to leave a stressful job, freedom to travel, freedom to pursue dreams. Money buys options, and options create peace. Financial independence is not about being rich. It's about having control over your time. Lesson 8. Compounding is magic. Albert Einstein reportedly called compound interest one of the greatest forces in the world. Whether or not he actually said it, the idea remains powerful. Small actions repeated over many years create astonishing results. Saving $10 a day may seem insignificant, but over decades, invested wisely, it becomes life-changing. The same principle applies to habits. Good habits compound. Bad habits compound too. Consistency always beats intensity. Lesson 9. Patience creates extraordinary wealth. Everyone wants quick results, quick profits, quick success, quick riches. But the stock market rewards patience. Businesses reward patience. Careers reward patience. Relationships reward patience. The greatest investors aren't necessarily smarter. They're simply willing to wait longer. Time does much of the heavy lifting. Lesson 10. Avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation. Every salary increase brings a temptation. Spend more. Upgrade everything. Keep up with everyone else. But every new expense creates new pressure. Instead of using raises to impress others, use them to build freedom. Increase investments. Pay off debt. Build emergency savings. Your future self will thank you. Lesson 11. Financial success doesn't require perfection. Many people delay investing because they fear making mistakes. But perfection isn't required. Consistency is. Even professional investors make mistakes. Successful people simply avoid catastrophic ones. You don't need to win every time. You only need to stay in the game. Lesson 12. Reasonable beats rational in theory. Maximizing every dollar sounds rational. But real life isn't theory. Money exists to improve life. Sometimes paying a little extra for convenience, health, or family time is worth it. Financial decisions should support happiness, not destroy it. Reasonable financial behavior usually wins over perfect mathematical optimization. Lesson 13. The biggest return comes from long-term thinking. Imagine planting a tree today. You won't enjoy its shade tomorrow. But years later, you'll be grateful. Investments work the same way. Success belongs to people who think in decades rather than days. The stock market may fluctuate daily, but over long periods, patience has historically rewarded disciplined investors. Focus on the long game. Lesson 14. Avoid financial ego buying. Things to impress people rarely works. Most people aren't thinking about your car. They're thinking about their own. Status purchases provide temporary excitement. Financial security provides lasting peace. Choose peace over applause. Lesson 15. Prepare for uncertainty. Life is unpredictable. Medical emergencies, job loss, economic recessions, unexpected opportunities. An emergency fund isn't pessimism. It's wisdom. Hope for the best. Prepare for the unexpected. Prepared people suffer less stress. Lesson 16. Happiness comes from control. Research consistently shows that having control over your life significantly improves happiness. Money helps when it increases flexibility. The goal isn't endless wealth. It's meaningful freedom. Every dollar saved increases your future choices. Lesson 17. Invest in yourself. The highest return investment isn't always the stock market. It's your knowledge, your skills, your health, your communication, your character. Skills generate income. Character preserves it. Learning compounds forever. No economic downturn can permanently take away genuine knowledge. Lesson 18. Avoid comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Social media constantly shows luxury, success, travel, expensive lifestyles. But you rarely see debt, stress, financial pressure. Comparison steals gratitude. Focus on your own journey. Your goal isn't to look rich, it's to become financially secure. Lesson 19. Simplicity wins. Complex financial strategies often fail because people abandon them. Simple investing, simple budgeting, simple saving, simple living. Simple plans are easier to maintain for decades. And decades create wealth. Lesson 20. True wealth is peace of mind. At the end of life, few people wish they had bought one more expensive car. They wish they had more time, better relationships, better health, less stress. Money is simply a tool. Its greatest purpose is creating peace, security, generosity, and freedom. The richest person isn't always the one with the most money. It's the one who has enough and knows it. Final summary. The psychology of money teaches us that financial success isn't reserved for geniuses. It belongs to people who master their behavior. Practice patience. Save consistently. Invest for the long term. Avoid comparison. Control your spending. Prepare for uncertainty. Value freedom over status. Remember this powerful idea. Getting rich depends on what you earn. Staying rich depends on how you behave. Money cannot solve every problem, but wise financial habits can reduce many unnecessary worries. The goal isn't becoming the richest person in the room. The goal is building a life where money supports your happiness instead of controlling it. Start small, stay consistent, trust time, and let your good decisions compound into an extraordinary future. If you found these lessons valuable, don't keep them to yourself. Share this video with someone who wants financial freedom. Leave a comment below with the lesson that impacted you the most. Subscribe to the channel for more life-changing book summaries, self-improvement ideas, and timeless wisdom.